Hi, I'm Katie, and last time we talked about Ari and love geometry. This time we're going to talk about Niko and things of being a main character and also the title of the book. Alright, first the facts. Fact 1. Niko's real life counterpart, who by the type I was inspired by, is Chrisette Mitchell, the singer. I actually haven't really listened to many of her songs except for the one when she was with Rick Ross and Drake. So if you want, go check those out. Fact 2. She actually would have been called Harmony instead of Niko throughout the book, but I was afraid of writer jinxes. You should check out the first video and see why I was afraid of writer jinx. Alright. Fact 3. When I decided to call her Niko, I actually didn't realize that it was actually a guy's name. So she has a guy's name, but I like to think of it as Japanese for smile. Okay. When I was first writing, constructing her character and everything like that, because it kind of just had like a story idea, but I didn't really have the character cemented yet. But when I was first writing her character, I had like very specific how I wanted it, because I was reading a lot of books where the girl, she has like total low self-esteem, she doesn't think she's pretty, or just she doesn't think she's worth it or anything like that, even if she has like 12,000 people falling over her and everything like that. So I was like, okay, she's not going to be like that, because back then, it was like maybe 3 years ago, they was kind of like promoting it as like, oh, this person's a relatable, likable character, she's just like you. And I was like, no, she's not like me. But anyway, so I wanted her to be pretty and be aware that she's pretty, but not be like stuck up about it. Just, I'm pretty, ta-da, So I was like, okay, I want her to be like that, and then I also wanted her to be a strong character, but not like, well, okay, actually she does kickbox, so she is actually kind of like that, but, not so much as strong as, like, she gets the job done. If there's a job that needs doing, she will do it. But I also didn't want her to be strong just because the other characters are weak. Like, if you're hanging around with Puss and you're not as wuss-pussy as the other one, then it doesn't necessarily mean you're a strong character. So I was countering a lot of that too, and I didn't really like it. And I didn't like it's a lot of girl characters usually, but they have the strong character, and she's not really strong character at all. She just makes a lot of noise. If everybody says go right because right is the direction they're supposed to go, she'll say go left just because, and she's a rebel and stuff like that. And I don't know, they just seem kind of fake to me. So I was like, I want her to be like this. Basically, like, the character I want to read, because I like reading a lot of books, and so I was like, okay, Niko's going to be the kind of book that I want to read. All the books like that, but it's going to be the kind of book I want to read. And so I was changing how I was writing. I was like, okay, it's going to be this kind of character, it's going to be this kind of book, and I'm going to work hard. But I think it turned out well. She's not perfect, but I didn't want her to be perfect either, because then there's no story. If she's perfect and boring, no growth. So that's it about Niko. You can find me on Tumblr, knrights@tumblr.com. I'm also on Facebook, Katie Niko Characterisation. And you can download Niko on smashwords.com. Links to all those below. And you can also find me on Reader's Favorite, where I am a reviewer there. So if you like different kind of books, you could find and read reviews on my profile. So that's it. Bye.